Hello and welcome back to Ask Alan About Low Carb Cocktails. This week we're going to look at Stagg Junior. This is one that is hard to get, but it's supposed to really be good, and we'll see if it's really worth all the hype. Stay with me as we look at this bourbon and do a cocktail with it. Hello and welcome. This is Alan at Ask Alan About Low Carb Cocktails. I wanted to do an episode on Stagg Junior because it took me forever to get one. When I finally got it, I overpaid for it, but then it started to become a little bit more available, and I was able to get some for the MSRP or slightly above. So this one is the bottle that I paid way more than I should have, but we all really need to stop doing that because that just lets people really stick it to us. So I advocate nobody pays more than a little bit over MSRP, but when you get things that are out there for 2 and 3 times the amount of what it's supposed to be selling for, don't support that. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to check this out, see if it lives up to the hype, and then I will do an old fashioned that is designated for a Stagg bourbon, and see if it tastes even better than other. So we're going to review this and see if it lives up to the hype, and then do an old fashioned that is designated as a Stagg old fashioned. That way, we'll do something that's really supposed to taste good with this bourbon. So, again, I did get this the first time I was able to get one, and I paid more than I should have. But the others that I got real close to MSRP, so that's better. But I wanted to open this bottle first. So I've had it tried it a few times and see what we think of this here. So Stagg is something that has an MSRP of $60 to $80, and that's a reasonable price for it. If you pay up to $100, then that's probably okay, especially if it's a store pick. But if it's way over that, then just walk away. Don't do that. So Stagg is a barrel strength bourbon. This one came in at 63.25% or 126.5 proof. So on the nose, you get some cherry, maybe some grape, some other berries like raspberry. There's some caramel. It's leathery, and you get some of the oak, but basically it's a barrel strength, so the ethanol is going to be very strong on the nose. So we'll see what this tastes like. Definitely, it's a strong sip. So I do get some dark chocolate, some cherry, a little bit of molasses, and definitely some spice in there. And again, it's barrel strength, so it's definitely a heavy hitter. Um, very long finish. I still feel it in the back of my throat. You get that warmth, the spices, the cinnamon. Definite on the finish. There's a peppery finish, and the oak and other things from the palate still linger. So, is it worth the way overspending? Absolutely not. It is a very good poor, but you just have to watch for a place that you can get it for MSRP or slightly over, and stop letting these secondary guys get you for very high prices. And I say that to myself as well. I've done that on a couple bottles, and been very disappointed when not too long later I found one at just a little bit over MSRP. So I've learned from that. I'm going to stop doing that, and hopefully I can convince you guys to do that as well. But we're going to do an old fashioned, which is actually one that I'd done a little search to find out what cocktails would work best with Stagg. And this one in particular, there was a couple of them that came up. One of them was actually called a Stagg Old Fashioned, but this one is it's really a cinnamon spice blend Old Fashioned. But it was concocted for use with Stagg. So what we use here is, in the cocktail glass with a large piece of ice, is 2 ounces of Stagg, try to get the label out there straight so you can see it. So 2 ounces, 1/4 ounce of simple syrup, and this of course is the simple syrup I make with artificial sweetener. 3 dashes of Angostura bitters. And then 6 drops of Old Forester's cinnamon bitters. And this is a smoked cinnamon bitter from Old Forester. And I might do a little bit more than 6 drops. Let's do 8. Because I do like the cinnamon taste. So then you combine that and stir. And that ice ball had been sitting there for a few minutes, so it was a little bit wet. So that will give us a little bit of watering it down. And we will express an orange peel. It's actually a mandarin peel, but quite close. And you could use a cherry. These Peninsula Premiums are very good. Those have about, I think, 4 carbs. A standard maraschino cherry is about 2 carbs. They're smaller, but not as sweet. But without the additional sugars in from the cherry, and using the low carb stuff, this should have almost no carbs at all. So let's see what it tastes like. Very good. Letting that ice melt just a little bit is probably a good idea, because the strength of this bourbon is pretty high, and giving it a little bit of the water and a little sweetness, that helps it a lot and makes it a very good drink. So I definitely recommend this this version of an old fashioned, and definitely it tastes great with Stagg. So if you're able to get a hold of Stagg, use that. There's other high proof bourbons out there that would taste pretty close to the same, but with Stagg you do get those flavors that are more specific to the Buffalo Trace distillate, and it's very, very good. Something that is worth MSRP and worth a little bit more, just not worth the 2 to 3 times MSRP that you'll find it for a lot of places. So that's my opinion. That's what I'm sticking to. Wanted to remind everybody that I do intend that if you guys will help me out getting the word out on this channel, and we can get the numbers up for the subscribers on YouTube, then I will be doing a drawing for a bottle of whiskey um, or bourbon, depending upon. I've got a couple of ideas of ones that I've got that I think that everybody would enjoy, and I wanted to do a drawing after reaching 500, and another drawing after I reach 1,000, if that happens. That might not be a while out, but if you guys can help me get there, then you guys can help me with spreading the word, and the drawing will be the reward for that. So I do thank you for being here, and again, I do ask you to like and subscribe and do all those things to help push these videos out to get more people to watch them. The reason I do these is because I think that a lot of people would like to know how to make cocktails and how to make them without all the sugars, especially for those like myself who are diabetic or need to have less sugar in their diet anyway. And I think that this is helpful for those people, and I do hope that that is for you as well. Let me know what you think. Put a comment in. Tell me, yes, this is good. No, it's not. This is what you need to do better. Just whatever you want to tell me, I'll listen. And definitely come back next time and see what I have in store for you. I do have the 4th of July stuff that will be coming up. And that will be, of course, the week before and the 2 weeks before the 4th of July. I should be doing those. But enjoy your week. Enjoy family and friends and a good bourbon. And come back next time. Thank you, and see you again.